Hey, this is Mark Henry, author of Dancing with Energy, Healing Magic, and Mysticism, here to talk to you more about the occult and the paranormal. Well, today I'm going to be talking about two individual entities. I'm going to be talking about Azazel and Raziel. So the title of this is Azazel, Raziel, and the Wisdom of Light and Darkness. So, just to begin, we'll start with Azazel, which you can pronounce Azazel, or some people pronounce it Azazel. And Azazel is a demon, traditional demon. You consider him like an archdemon if you want to think of it that way. And I like to, on this channel, to give a little bit of the light and the darkness, so as for everyone to have the information, and for me not to cast judgment on anyone about their particular practice. So we're talking about both sides of this, the right and the left-handed path, the darkness and the light. So back to Azazel. So he is considered very much a demon of the darkness, and he is considered one of the largest demons in the hierarchy. If you remember, if you are someone who likes to study the apocryphal type of biblical types of things, if you remember from the book of Enoch, it was Azazel who, once humans were created, he went and distributed knowledge of blacksmithing, of jewelry making, and of cosmetics. Now that was kind of funny that when I first saw this in print, instead of cosmetics, I read cosmetology. So I was thinking, an archdemon coming down and, getting somebody in their chair and just like, okay, face forward, trying to cut hair. So no, that's not it. It was the early stages of cosmetics. And if I remember from my anthropology, the early humans, what they did, they used berries and different things to create lipstick and put the color in their cheeks and different things like that. So what is Azazel as far as a demon? He, like Raziel, which I will talk about in a minute, is known for their knowledge and wisdom. So, including philosophical insight. So if you have questions about existence, your life, how things work, Azazel is your man. And of course, when we're talking about this, it's going to come from a different place. So it's not going to necessarily come from the place of evil per se, but it is going to come from a place of darkness, just the same way that in our existence or on our earth plane, there is the daylight and then there is the nighttime. So you're going to get a different type of flavor and a different viewpoint on things from Azazel than you probably would from Raziel. He can also help you if you are a student of magic and want to increase your magical abilities. He's known to help people open their third eye. Basically, to kind of empower human beings to become, more of their own potential through, through development. They've always said that. I remember reading, even a child at some point, that maybe our capacities for extrasensory perception might get to the point where we can telepathically communicate at some point. Even science fiction has mentioned this at certain points, but that would be the type of thing that, or along the lines of what we're talking about here. He's also a demon of warfare, so he's not somebody to be trifled with. But he's also, if you are his adherent, of his follower, and you work with him, he will not let you be trifled with. So he is particularly skilled at helping people who have enemies deceive their enemies. A little bit of subterfuge. So he is somebody who would be good if somebody were attacking you magically or even physically to overturn the situation. Now, that being said, since we're talking about deception in general, you probably could use it in a little bit of a direction of, let's say that you yourself were doing something not so good and you wanted to cover it up. The deception part probably would also be the same with in this particular case. In other words, I've known people who were doing that sort of thing who would petition Azazel to keep everything under wraps. But this is something not unlike other traditions. I was talking to a priest friend of mine yesterday, and we were talking about talked about Saint Expedite, talked about Santa Muerte, and we also talked about what's called narco saint, folk saint, Jesus Malverde, who is the kind of folk hero for those who are drug dealers and drug runners and different types of things like that, and they have statues and they petition Jesus Malverde to not be caught by the police, prosper his business in their drug dealing, and that sort of thing. So you find something similar to this in other types of traditions, and this is mostly in Mexico, although you probably will find some of this different parts of the United States, especially in Mexican communities. In fact, you'll see it if you ever watch Breaking Bad. There was a scene in a later season where I'm not sure if they were in Mexico or New Mexico, but they had one of the DEA officers having one of those on his desk. They believe it was something that he confiscated off of a drug dealer. But in any case, I'm getting kind of off topic, so that is why sometimes I write things down so I don't go in way too far in one direction. Off topic. So, back to Azazel. So, actually, I think we're about done with Azazel. So those are the things that Azazel is known for. He is known to be a very popular demon and a very powerful demon. And if that is something that you're interested in, those sorts of things, check him out. Now let's go to the light side. So we're now going to be talking about the second figure, which is Raziel. Look at what Raziel means. It means keeper of the secrets, or it also can mean the Lord of my secret. The Lord is my secret. So now we're talking about secrets, unhidden knowledge, things that aren't revealed. That's the key for when you're talking about Raziel. Raziel is an archangel, but he's not as well known in traditional religious circles as, let's say, the four archangels. Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, those four. But he is considered an archangel. Mr. Raziel is the angel of mysteries. And he is also known, one of the things that he is known for is that, let's say that you are somebody who works in some type of artistic capacity, maybe advertising, or some other type of medium where you have to create things. He is the archangel for developing original ideas, which is very useful and helpful if you're a creator of pretty much any kind. Now that I think about it, Raziel can, by connecting with him and meditating with him, those sorts of things can happen. Raziel. Raziel is also considered a gatekeeping spirit, an angel, which means that he can help you with your magic in the sense that he can connect you with other spirits, other angels. And of course, since he is more on the light side, he has access to a lot. So many people have used Raziel to connect with a lot, like different types of angels, to kind of make it easier, almost like he's kind of in charge of all of them all, or if he's not in charge, maybe he is like the social maven that we think about in kind of in our society. You know, there are people that are very popular that can connect you and seem to know everybody, and that sort of thing. But Raziel's your guy to connect with a lot of different types of spirits, angels, and whatnot. I don't know if he could connect you to the dark side. I haven't worked with him enough to be able to tell you that, but I kind of doubt it. So what else can Raziel do? He can help you if there is a subject that you're trying to learn. It could be in school, or it could be about a person you don't quite understand, or anything else in life. Raziel, since he is the keeper of secrets, he is the one who understands hidden things. Raziel is your guy if you need to understand something that's very complex, something complex, or something that isn't well known. Maybe it could be rare subjects. He can help you dig beneath the surface to see pretty much what is actually true and real, and so that you have a more complete understanding of whatever you are trying to learn more about. So Raziel is the person to go to if you want to know more about life, about you, your people around you, existence. If you're somebody who likes obscure subjects, he would be the person to go to. All right. That is brief information on Raziel and Azazel. So let me know if you have any comments, questions, or anything else. Just like a lot of these things, I like to introduce subjects, and then you can kind of take them further. So I hope that you all have a good weekend, and I will see you in a future video. I'll put some links, as always, in the description below. You can become part of my inner circle in Patreon, have access to videos, or if you want a copy of my book, I'll put a link to that. So I will see you in a future video, and you all take care. Bye.